The empty Colorado State Prison II in Canon City could once again hold inmates. A bipartisan bill moving through the legislature would allow that.
Yeah, the legislation cleared the state Senate on a unanimous vote last week. Our Andy Cohen in studio, and lawmakers only want to see the facility used here, Andy, as a backup when there aren't enough beds in the other prisons.
That's right, Robin. The magic number is 1% of capacity, or roughly 145 beds. That's when the Department of Corrections, under this bill, could transfer inmates into the empty prison. Well, as of today, there are only 54 available beds. So if the House also passes this bill, it's likely we're going to see this prison housing prisoners later this summer. Built as a maximum security prison, Colorado State Penitentiary II was intended to house high-risk inmates in solitary confinement, kept in their cells 23 hours a day. But then in 2012, lawmakers passed a bill ending the use of solitary confinement, and this new facility has gone unused ever since.
Obviously, I feel on behalf of the taxpayers, we've paid for this facility we've never utilized. I understand that there was a different use for it then, but we've continued to make investments just to keep it functional.
Senate President Leroy Garcia reached across the aisle to work with Senator Dennis Heisey, the governor's office, the Department of Corrections, and other stakeholders in drafting this bill. He says it's a backup plan to address prison overcrowding.
You build for contingencies when there's emergencies. You can never act like there will never be an emergency. You have to plan as though there might be one.
It's not a permanent solution. The legislation expires in 2 years, and the Department of Corrections must notify key committee members when they plan to transfer inmates and then give monthly updates while they're there.
There's some safeguards in there, which is why you see a lot of collaboration, a lot of support for this initiative.
And Senator Garcia pointed out this bill is part of a package of legislation that's intended to address corrections issues. Those other bills aim to reduce recidivism and lower the overall prison population. Watching out for you, Andy Cohen, News 5.